Okay, so we're installing the drip irrigation in the backyard, all the way down, and this is called the, I don't know.
This is our solid line, or
solid line, feeder line. It's pretty durable, strong. So we cut that.
And we are installing a connection so that we can run it up to our water source. So I've just put a T-joint in here.
Okay.
And we're gonna connect this here. To heat them up a little bit. Let's see. Just kind of muscle it in.
Okay.
And then tighten it down. When we turn it on, we'll find out if we muscled it in far enough or not. And adjust accordingly.
What will it do?
The water will come out of here.
Oh, just
right?
the water come out. It won't like explode in my face or nothing. Okay.
No, it's just like, when you don't put the nozzle down tight enough on your hose and water like squirts out the sides.
Okay.
To here. And then we'll eventually, the last thing we'll do is we'll cut pipe to go back to attach to our timer and our water line.
Got it.
All right. So we have our feeder line set up, and then we are going to start punching holes for our drip pipe.
Okay. And we can use this handy dandy.
Yeah.
It's just called a puncher?
Yep, it's just a punch.
Okay.
So we use the punch, and then the other thing we need are the spouts with the orange dial on them.
Oh, these?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're setting this up so that all of this gets watered at the same time. We're not putting any valves on here to like turn things on or off for each bed, unless you want.
Okay.
To. We can.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Not right now.
Because that'd be pretty easy to put in additional connections. So
Okay.
that you could, like, we're watering every bed. We would just basically cut in one of these on-off valves. Just right before that bed. The downside is, with it all running that way, is that anything that's downstream also gets turned off. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Yeah. The other question is, do you have more T-joints? Because we could run T-joints this way. That way, off the main line, we'll have a T-joint. That way the water, we can truly push it to one bed.
Ah, good question. Everything I have or everything I found is in that crate.
Okay.
So
all right.
That might change
What
we're
there's
doing.
One more T-joint right there. Just hang
How
on.
do you find them? What in
They're
the
just
world?
hanging out.
What?
It's all good.
Boom. There you go.
Bam.
Say hello. Hello.
Put on. We're gonna need a T-joint at kind of each bed juncture.
Okay.
Down here. And then we're gonna connect our knob, our water knob.
What is that piece called? Do you know? The black piece?
The black pieces, so these are just threaded connectors.
Okay.
Right, because they screw in as opposed to having to muscle it in. So it's just a threaded, it's a threaded connector. So we can put, do you want...
I think for this bed and that box right there.
Perfect. All right, so for this, the next question for you is, where do we want which way do you want to run your drip lines on this bed? Because that'll just depend on where we put our connector. So we're gonna have a series of little bitty elbow joints going up.
How many?
Let's get, so from here, we're gonna cut this, put this in. I'm gonna cut a small section of our solid pipe because we're gonna need to make little connections up here.
Okay. I see.
Yeah. Some things, and then we're gonna do a little more measuring for the last piece.
Okay.
Alright, so we've got our T here. I've gone ahead and cut a small piece of pipe, so we're gonna connect these two pieces together, right, just like before. Gonna shove them together. The benefit of doing that when it's really hot is your pipes are warm, so they're more
Oh,
flexible.
okay, I got it.
You can also heat them up, like with a lighter, if you feel the urge.
You need one?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good now. It's warm enough now.
It's
But
warm
if it's
in?
like cold
Okay.
and you're doing this,
Yeah,
and you need to get them warm,
got it.
a lighter is good for that. So I'm going to connect these two pieces together. It's like Legos with water in them. Alright, and then we'll connect that one into there at the end. Alright, then I have this itty bitty little piece here that's going to go on the other side.
The piece of the main.
Yeah, a piece of
okay,
our
the hard,
stuff.
Okay,
Our solid pipe.
got it.
And I've already this is where our drip line is going to run off of, but we've got to get the water up
Got it.
and in. So I'm connecting this here with this itty bitty little piece. And we're going to see how well I shoved all of this together at the end when we turn it on. It's going to be fun. Right, and so I've got my down here, so I'm going to put my little up elbow right there. And the elbows in particular, we want to try to smash them in as far as we can because they're not threaded at all.
Oh, got it.
Like you see how this one has the,
Yeah.
the threaded piece at the end? Those are the things that tend to come apart
Okay.
first. And the last thing we're going to do is we're going to measure how much of our solid line we need to cut to connect these two.
I see.
5. So it looks like about 6 inches of our solid black tube is what we'll need to put that all together.
My goodness. Okay, I see.
Yeah, it's a lot of small pieces of code.
Right.
Put in a little cap for the end of this. I am not going to pull it out to show you. But,
No, don't pull.
But
You were working it in there pretty.
I know.
Yeah.
So it looked like one of the elbow joints, but instead of being
Okay,
elbow,
okay, I
it just
got
has
it.
a stopper at the end. So
Okay.
this is when the water comes out of this main, right up here and to the end, it just stops.
Got it. Okay.
So this is our whole connection piece for this bed. I'm
Wow.
not going to put it into the main line yet until we kind of put our landscape staples down and
Oh, okay.
commit to where
Oh,
it's going.
I know where landscape staples is.
Well,
I do have
We
some.
need those at like the very end.
Okay. Okay.
So I've got this here, and then we're going to use our punch now and punch our holes across here for our drip line.
Okay.
And connect that.
Got it.
So all bendy by the time it's done.
Okay. We'll staple it down.
We'll staple it down so
Okay.
it has a true thing. So we want to figure out. So we want them no closer. So 1 foot, 2 feet. We could do. We probably so this whole bed here inside is about 31 inches.
Mm-hmm.
So we could do it on 8 foot, 8 inch. So it'd be 8.
Yeah.
16, 24.
Yeah. I think that looks good.
We'll do
yeah.
3 of those. Okay. Cool.
Okay.
So then we're gonna use our punch. And
Okay.
I'm gonna measure along here because it's curved right now.
Got it.
Let's make sure we've got our pipe oriented the right way before I hit a bunch of hole in it. All right, and then I'm gonna take my punch and we're gonna get our hole in here very slowly, very carefully, and not go all the way through.
Oh, okay.
Because we're gonna
To the other
connect-
side.
Yeah.
That would be
We
me.
do not want to
That
go
would
through
be
the
what
other
I would do.
side. Yep. From here, this is our little nipple that we're gonna poke into here. Is this our right size punch?
Oh, there are different sizes of punches.
There are.
Oh.
But this should be This is the hardest part,
Okay.
is getting these pieces in. So I'm gonna kind of just like rock this in here a little bit
Mm-hmm.
to make sure. Our piece is correct. Yep, so then this pops in here, like that.
Ah.
And then our drip line will measure off here, and this is threaded, right? So once the drip, we'll slide the drip line on and then thread this closed.
Got it.
All right, you want to do our next two?
Sure.
Yeah, you got it.